All right, back at it, back at it. Um, so we talked about 15. We're talking about 150, 150 being 15. Anytime in numerology, just remove the zero, you get the 15. So we were talking about Empire, star Jesse Smollett. You see how they kind of targeted Empire, um, getting those 150 days and 30 months in jail. So Jesse Smollett, 46, 73, 73 to 21st prime. 179, also 179. So we'll take 179. We're going to break that down. So I try to break down any numbers that might be prime numbers, that might be represented by a prime number. We don't want to leave anything off. So, of course, 179 is 41. 41 is the 13th prime number. So you go to 41, you see 41 is the 13th prime number. So anytime you see 41, you know they're talking about 13. So go back into gematria breakdown. So sacrifices 73, Juicy Smollet 73, 46, like we talked about. The day of this story, that Thursday, 55, 19, 10, 35, 8. And then they did a full CNN dropped the story on 311. You see 311, they were 56, 20, 11, 36, 9, 70, 290, 295, 14, 47. Those were the numerology dates for Friday when they dropped the story on CNN. Friday, 36. See all the 36 on Friday. Friday, 63. Try to find some relations. And see if we find any relationship and why CNN dropped their story on Friday. 36. All right, so I do see 136. And if we go to Empire, see how Empire in Jewish reduction is 36. Empire 36. The story drops on Friday, 36. So there's a reason why CNN dropped their story on Friday. But the thing that kind of got me with this is Juicy Smollet throwing up the Black Power sign. And we see Black Power as 106 prophecy. Remember Prince talking about prophecy. 106, the book of Revelations, 106. So we talk about 43 to 14th prime number. And of course, it's 52. 52 is also prophecy. So anytime we're talking about prophecy, we're talking about certain numbers. So you see how prophecy is 52. Prophecy is 106. So funny that he throws up the Black Power sign as though the prophecy has been fulfilled. Prophecy, Black Power 106. Black Power 52. Prophecy 106 and 52. So he's finished the ritual. And as prophesied, of course, he was going to do some jail time. This case taking place in Chicago. So just some numbers that I saw in Black Power. Black Power also 56, coronavirus 56, like we talked about. 311 was a date with 56 numerology. See how the 56 came back into play. Okay. We talk about coronavirus 56. So coronavirus 56, 65, coronavirus 83, coronavirus 70. So you see how those things kind of tie in. Juicy 83 or Jesse 83, coronavirus 83. So all this kind of symbolizes the end of certain things. So this whole MAGA hat thing and the racism, the coronavirus, all ending on this date. And like I said, we were going to come to an end of this. Remember, MAGA hat 55, 28. The date of the story, 55 to 10 prime. We had a lot of 55 just in this story alone. So the story, him being sentenced on attempt, sacrifice 55, said they do it mega hat 55, mega hat 53 to 16 prime number. Um, if you go here in Jewish reduction, we get the 53, and that's coming in sacrifice. Sacrifice also 53 and 55. Sacrifice 55. So you see how they do it. I mean, they can't stop tying it in. So we see the hate crime 46, Juicy Smollet 46. See how they tied it in. 73, sacrifice 73. This was his personal self-sacrifice. He'll probably go on and have a very productive Hollywood career. Juicy 79, which is 22. See the 79? 22 inside of his name. We got 56s. We got, all sorts of numbers coming out of this story, man. Get 42, our special number, which we know what that's all about. So, like I say, it's the same old stuff. But the Juicy Smollet story is coming to an end now. Juicy goes to jail at the end. But the insulting part of this was him walking out the court, throwing the Black Power sign. He has a meltdown. Say he has a meltdown as though he's really going to jail. Yeah, right. And if you guys think these people like Cosby and all these folks went to jail, please, come on. Let's wake up and smell the coffee now. Unless anybody was in jail in the cell room. See how meltdown is 106? See how meltdown is 56? Meltdown 106 and 56? Meltdown 106. Meltdown 56. Meltdown symbolizes something dissolving, something being melted down. It usually dissolves and disappears. We see how the pandemic is dissolving and disappearing. 106. There's our 106. Prophecy 106. The story is coming to an end. Meltdown. So, 34. Look at the numbers. I mean, the same damn things. Same damn thing. So, when you deal with this stuff, as I say, they can't hide it. They don't try to hide it. And once you know it, and it's Black Power. Remember, Black Power also 83. I just caught that piece. Juicy Smollet. And I look at that Dave Chappelle, Juicy Smollet. That just really symbolizes this buffoon. He is a Juicy Smollet, just a straight buffoon. And remember now, his sister, for those that know or don't know, who the Smollets are. This is Juicy Smollet. All right, and real quick. And then we have Juicy's sister, the very attractive Journey Smollet. I just think she's one of the most attractive women out there. And I'm not the biggest fan of light-skinned women, but, she just has something. I don't know what it is. She's definitely matured. But this is his sister, Journey. And, Journey is about to have a big career, so Juicy better be on the watch. Juicy could be the sacrifice for Journey, but Journey's career is about to explode. So, definitely Juicy better be on the watch. And you can definitely tell, when we talk about people being Native American, you can definitely tell they are 100% Native American. Native American, a little European, but more Native American than anything. But, definitely with the Smollets, we definitely have to be on the watch. Okay, definitely have to be on the watch. So, Juicy, Black Power for Juicy. And also took place in Chicago, so we know Chicago's ground zero. So it's the end and the beginning at the same time, because we say Chicago's ground zero for the spiritual war. So Chicago 3712, Chicago 46. That's why Chicago was the perfect place. Juicy Smollet in Chicago 46, committing a hate crime. I mean, I don't mean to laugh, man, but people, if you've been following this work for a long time, and do it yourself, man. 35s to 44. My thing is, especially people of color, stop getting yourself worked up. People in the homosexual community, don't get yourself worked up behind these people who you think have your best interests at heart. Because the only interest they have at heart is their own. And you got to remember who you're dealing with. So Chicago, where the story took place, 46. Juicy Smollet, 46. Come on, man. Hate crime, 46. Need we say more to how they create these stories and pump them out to you? You know what I'm saying? Let's go further. I want to see something. Ukraine, 7934. Remember now we're coming in that. Ukraine, 47, which is the 15th prime number. Jesse Smollet getting 150 days in jail. 47 to 15 prime number. 7922, 79 to 34. Remember we just said we had the 79. There's our 79 right there. Juicy 79. Ukraine 79. The meltdown. Ukraine 34. Is Ukraine about to melt down? Remember, we are close to possible nuclear war. Not even nuclear war, but somebody firing an EMF. Somebody firing an EMF. Or EMP. Not EMF, but EMP. EMP shut down power. Remember, we talked about the next 9/11 was a blackout. You only need a good EMP strike to create that scenario. So you remember, it's not the nuclear weapon by itself you need to be afraid of, but the possibility of somebody firing an EMP over here at us that can be just as devastating as you find an actual nuke. So definitely a lot to be concerned about with this foolishness, and it's just beginning. It's just beginning. So, I seen a 110. Let me see if I can match that 110, because I know I seen it. So, a lot of moving parts in this story. I can talk about this all day, but I just wanted to kind of bring out some of the things that I saw, how things connect together. Remember, we got now Ukrainian 16, Ukraine. But we got, the situation with Alec Baldwin. And we'll do a piece on him shooting the young lady. There's a lot of good pieces on him shooting the young lady and the war star and the young lady from Ukraine. Let me pull it up real quick. So remember now, he shot the young lady, Alec Baldwin. He was a victim in the shooting on the set of the indie Western movie Rust, movie called Rust, where he shoots the young lady. I know we're going a little bit deeper than Jesse Smollet, but see how Rust is 15, Juicy Smollet 15, 150 years, which is just 15. Remember, Juicy Smollet, the 30. Juicy Smollet gets 50 days in jail, 150 days in jail, and 30 months. Another actor, movie Rust, 56, Rust 56. See how they tie it all together. All the stories, the energy must flow. Going into the next big event, which is World War. We're heading into World War. Let me see if I can get this young lady's name. Trying to find this young lady's name. Okay. Her name is Halna Hutchinson. Let me see if I can pull. Helena Hutchinson is just spelled funny. I'm gonna pull it up. Helena Hutchinson. So this is a Helena Hutchinson. So Helena Hutchinson, was a Ukrainian cinematographer and journalist who worked on more than 30 films. Okay? On October 21st, 2021, she was fatally wounded. So from the time she was shot, October 21st, 10, 21 until Russia invades Ukraine. On February 24th, to 24. See how the 24 came back into play? It was a period of 126 days, 18 weeks, 4 months, 3 days. And we know that 4 months, 3 days is 43, the 14th prime number. It's the 14th prime number. And that's 43. So Helena, 61, 25, 38, the number of death, 29, 101, which is 26. I want to look at Ukraine. So Ukraine, see how Ukraine is 43? 34 and 43, Ukraine 43. From the time she was shot on 10/21. The war started 2/24. Approximately 4 months and 3 days later, she was shot. 126 days, 18 weeks. See how they do it? So, as I said before, we're not making this up. We can't make it up. There's nothing to make up. It's called mockery. They mock you with these stories. This is mockery. They're telling you, hey, all this is signifying coming out of one thing. We've got enough fear energy and death energy from this ritual to bring it into the next ritual. And we're ready to rock and roll a blade. We can take it even farther. From the time Juicy, from the beginning of the war, let's see if we can get some more numbers. Let's just play around with it before we close up. So from 2/24/22 to 3/10, it is approximately 14 days. 2 weeks, 0 days, or 14 days. Okay, what is 43? 43 is the 14th prime number. So 14 days after Russia invades Ukraine, 4 months and 3 days after the young lady gets shot, Juicy Smollet, 14 days later, 14 days later, Juicy is found guilty. 14 days later. We can't make this up. We're not making it up. You see how it all plays together. While he's an actor, playing his role. Playing his role. And they always try to tie it in, well, this is just another black man getting persecuted. Remember that they got to start several wars. One, potentially a civil war here in America. So don't think that, this is it. So they said the actor had a dark side. He's throwing up the black power symbol. So he's a black man. He's got to have had a dark side. So I guess he'll play bad guys in movies coming out. That's usually as a sign. They talked about Mel Gibson. After he did what he did, he started playing bad guys. Dark Side, 44. Funny how Dark Side is 55. 55 to 10th prime. 73 to 21st prime. Juicy Smollet, 73. He's got a dark side. Sacrifice, 55. Story coming out on the 10th. Story coming out on March 10th, 55 to 10th prime number. What more can I say? What more can I say? We'll close with that, but, people, stop getting your blood pressure up for BS. And this is just further mockery, but further showing you how all things are connected with these individuals. They're trying to build as much energy as they can. They use one person after the other, all these actors and cronies, to play certain roles, play parts to build this energy, which marched you into the meltdown in Ukraine. Really, the situation they were trying to march you down anyway. All right. Everybody have a good one. Macro Ministry, peace and hair grease.